Hey folks, Harley Day right here, back at you, your good old friend HDR. Out here once again on the 2018 Road Glide Ultra. And I'm trying something a little bit different today, something I've never done. And something I've always wanted to try just to see how it works. But as you can see now, we have another camera view. Little handlebar mount, GoPro mount there going on. Makes me a little nervous though, because it shakes and vibrates and rattles and rolls and does all its thing there. But so how's everybody doing today? It's a very nice day to be out. It's about let's see what the temperature is reading right now. I got the radio off. Let's turn it on. It's 68 degrees out here right now, so it's pretty nice. I loaded up the 35mm camera in the saddlebag, and I took a tripod with me. I'm going to try to get some pictures of myself on the motorcycle. It always seems like I got pictures of the motorcycle, but never pictures of me on the motorcycle, and that's a bummer. But I thought I'd try to take a couple photographs and with the 35mm instead of just using my phone all the time. So the little topic I have to you today is, and I see a lot of you out there doing this stuff, maybe this is more along the lines of motovlogging. So if you're thinking about motovlogging, I know a lot of you have contacted me, and we've chatted back and forth about gear you might need. The 10C Pro is working, as you can tell, really, really amazing. I've had a couple people said, "Oh, HDR, that video sucks," you know, and well, everybody has their opinion on things. But my question today is, and how many camera views? How many different camera views do you get? I obviously have two at the present moment. I normally run one camera. This mount is not the one that was purchased by Bodine. He did a video a while back on the mount, and I looked at it, and it was like $30. So I actually found this mount, and if I can find it, I'll put a picture of it right here, on eBay, and it wasn't that much. I'm thinking maybe $6 or $7. So you can see where my nervousness comes in. It's like I don't want to lose the GoPro. Mrs. HDR is going to be very mad at me if I lose a camera off the bike and it smashes onto the pavement. But in the essence of good video, good videography, I would pick it up, because as long as I get the memory card out of it, I can get my video off of it. And that's the key point. It is a little overcast today. We have about a 10% chance of rain, which really, if you're a motorcyclist, you know yourself, 10% is really not that much. So. But anyway, how many cameras do you run? How many angles? I see a lot of you out there. I know Moose 3971 got the... he had a view the other day of the roadway, you know, riding down the road. I see a few of your other ones out there doing that. Or you put it on the back, on the luggage rack. I may try that. And you get some views from behind. That's pretty cool shooting. But, you know, and the viewers out there, what do the viewers like? That's what we all do this for, is for all you folks out there watching these videos. What do you really enjoy? Do you enjoy watching just a helmet view, just a helmet view? You know, with one view looking out, like we're looking out over the windshield here, and we're looking at the handlebars. Or do you occasionally like different views? I mean, you know, I like when motovloggers mix it up. I think it's a nice gesture on their part to do a little bit extra video work, and I think that's really important. And the editing is a little bit more entailed. So if you are a motovlogger and you're running multiple cameras, you're going to find out that the editing is a little bit more involved, because now you're stacking video on top of video, and not that it's really that impossible to do, but it is something that you have to think about when you're editing your video down. So whatever editor you're using, But yeah, so I thought I would go out to the Cross Creek Lake here, where I've had you many, many times before, and I'm hoping, being it's actually a weekday, there shouldn't be that many people out there, is what I'm thinking. We'll have to play this by ear and see, because there is a lot of retired folks who go out there and fish. They fish for crappie, they fish for perch, and I think, you know, if I was retired, I know when my dad retired, he did a lot of fishing, man. And that was really, really nice to see, you know, when you're retired and be able to go to the lake and just kind of enjoy yourself. So, other than that, life shall be moving on each and every day. You know, and if you get a couple days and you can take a break from your daily life and get out on the bike and take a ride, well, there's nothing wrong with that either. There's a squirrel playing in the road, and I told you I ran over one down here one day, right about here actually. That might have been his brother. It might have been like, "Hey, HDR, I know you, I know that motorcycle," and he'd jump on me and, like, I don't know, eat my face off or something. I think, actually, I got to take my, I have a compound bow that I haven't shot for years, and I asked, a couple of people asked me to go 3D shooting with them. Now, if you've never done 3D shooting, it's pretty cool, actually. It's pretty neat. And so 3D shooting with a bow, any bow I guess you could use, but you basically walk through a course. It's almost like golfing with a bow. So they have different animals set out, you know, not live animals, of course. They have different targets set out when you're walking. You'll find a 50-yard, a 25-yard. One time we were shooting, they had an elk, a big elk, out at 135 yards. Now you think, HDR, you can't hit anything at 135 yards with a compound bow? Well, the trick is to first of all go upon that 135-yard shot thinking you're not going to make it. The next trick is to take one of your oldest arrows off your bow and knock it up, right? Put it on the bow. You got to arch the bow up. So you're looking at the target. You got the target in sight, right? Because I got the little red dot targets on the front of my bow. And you just jack it up by about 35 or 40 degrees. And what you're doing is lobbing the arrow into that. And you may hit it. If nothing else, you may come up short and find that arrow, but sometimes you're going to overshoot it, and you'll never find that arrow again. It will just be gone. So that happens. I did do some archery hunting one time. Well, I used to archery hunt a lot of times, actually, but back up. I did shoot a deer one time, a buck. It was actually, we used to be allowed to shoot what was called a button buck. So they had to have a nub at least 2 to 3 inches to be able to shoot it. Well, the one I found actually was, the one I shot at that day was, I think it was a 6-point. And I was a very young archery hunter, so any of your archery hunters out there, you'll get a chuckle out of this one. What I did was, I was actually standing on the ground in a deer blind. And what I did was I shot this deer. Thank you. I shot this deer, and as soon as I seen it, I hit it, because you hit it and it kind of like buckles down, like, oh, something just went through me. I was so excited that I did the ultimate bad thing that you should never do. Yep, I chased it. And when you chase a deer and they're spooked anyway, they're going to run pretty fast. So I didn't end up finding that deer. Actually, the neighbors of my brother-in-law's farm found it, because he told them about it. And he said, "Was there an arrow in it?" And they said, "Yeah, there was still an arrow in it." And he said, "Hey, that was my brother-in-law's deer." And the guy said, "Well, it was on my property," so he took it and he butchered it. And I never did get the deer. And what made me even madder, I never got the arrow back. So how about that one, huh? Yeah, there's a story from the HDR archives, I guess. So I'm almost up here to the lake, or to the man-made dam, or whichever you want to call it. And it's just a gorgeous day out there to be riding. But yeah, so chime in and let me know what you've been doing with video. Let me know if you believe in multiple camera angles. And viewers, chime in also and let me know, what do you think about this one? Having a couple different angles going. Because I'll be switching these cameras back and forth. I did call my man Henry today to go out for a ride. I told you Henry's retired. And he's not really feeling too well. So he had to go get blood work today. I felt really, really bad for him. You guys have met Henry on my videos. You've heard him many a times even. And he's just a really great guy. So I told him, I said, well, buddy, I said, that's what they tell you. That's your golden years. He said, yeah, golden. He said, I wouldn't even consider it bronze or silver. So there you go. I mean, it's just, you get older and you just start, things happen with your health. So, alright everybody, on that note, I see this video is running about 12 minutes here. That's one thing nice about having the GoPro and the handlebars. I can clock the videos out, let you know how much time I'm running up. And remember to ride your own ride out there, huh? Be safe. And I will talk to you next time. And maybe I'll post some pictures here when I get down here, a couple shots. Harley Day Rider's going to be up and out in southwestern Pennsylvania. Bye-bye for now, everybody.